I want to find the derivative of y equals 3 minus x squared times x cubed minus x plus 1. I'm going to call 3 minus x squared f and x cubed minus x plus 1 g. So my derivative is going to be f prime g plus g prime f. Looking at f prime, so the derivative of f is negative 2x. G is x cubed minus x plus 1 plus g prime, that's 3x squared minus 1 times f is 3 minus x squared. I can simplify here if I want, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to leave it in this form. Y equals 2x plus 3 times 5x squared minus 4x. 2x plus 3 will be f. 5x squared minus 4x will be g. So y prime is f prime g plus g prime f. The derivative of f is 2. We're going to leave g alone. We're going to take the derivative of g now, which will be 10x minus 4, and multiply with f, 2x plus 3. And that's the derivative. Y equals x squared plus 1 times x plus 5 plus 1 over x. I'm going to rewrite 1 over x as x to the negative first power. So let's rewrite this whole equation. I'm going to call f x squared plus 1, and then x plus 5 plus x to the negative first power as g. I'm looking for f prime g plus g prime f. The derivative of f is just 2x. I'm going to leave g alone. Plus the derivative of g, well, the derivative of x is 1. And then the 5 is just 0. For x to negative first, I'm going to bring down the exponent. So it'll be negative 1, and then subtract 1 in the exponent, multiplied by f. This one is interesting to simplify. So I'm going to do it for this problem. I'm going to distribute the 2x to get 2x squared plus 10x plus 2. I'm going to distribute here. I'm going to FOIL it out. I'm going to get x squared plus 1 minus x to the negative second. Let's see, I have 2x squared, x squared will be 3x squared. There's only 10x. Then 1 minus 1 is 0. That's going to cancel. So I'm left with 2. And then finally minus x to the negative second. Okay. And that's going to be the derivative. Y equals quantity 1 plus x squared times x to the 3/4 minus x to the negative third. I'm going to call 1 plus x squared f, x to the 3/4 minus x to the negative third g. I want f prime g plus g prime f. The derivative of f is 2x. We'll leave g alone. The derivative of g, well, the derivative of x to the 3/4 well, that is 3/4 times x to the negative 1/4. For x at negative third, I'm going to bring down the negative 3. So it's going to be negative 3. So that's going to be positive 3x to the negative 4th. That's going to be my derivative. Let's look at y equals x cubed times natural log x. X cubed is going to be f. Natural log x is going to be g. F prime g plus g prime f is the product rule. The derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. Leave g alone. Plus the derivative of g, well, the derivative of natural log of x is 1 over x times f is x cubed. So I have 3x squared times natural log x. I have x cubed over x here, so that would just be x squared. So that would just be plus x, my derivative. Y is equal to 6x to the 3/2 times tangent of x. F is going to be 6x to the 3/2. G is going to be tangent x. I want f prime g plus g prime f. The derivative of f, well, we want to bring down the power of 3/2 and then subtract 1 in the exponent. This whole thing is f times g is tangent x plus the derivative of tangent is secant squared times f. 6 and the 2's are going to cancel to 3. I'm left with 3 times 3 is 9. That's 9x to the 1/2 times tangent x plus, I'm going to bring the 6x to the 3/2 out in front. So that'll just be 6x 3/2 times secant squared. And that's the derivative. Y is equal to 5x squared plus sine x times cosine x. The derivative of 5x squared is just 10x. For sine times cosine, we're going to let sine be f, cosine be g. That's going to be f prime g plus g prime f. The derivative of sine is cosine. G is cosine. Now the g prime is the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine. F is sine. Cosine times cosine is cosine squared. Negative sine times sine is negative sine squared. We have 10x. And cosine squared minus sine squared can be simplified to cosine 2x. And that concludes the derivative. G of x is e to the x times the quantity 7 minus square root of x. The first thing I'm going to do is rewrite this equation because I don't like the square root of x. I'm going to change the square root of x as x to the 1/2 power. I'm going to label e to the x as f, 7 minus x to the 1/2 as g. I'm looking for f prime g plus g prime f. The derivative of e to the x is e to the x. I'm going to leave g alone. Now I'm going to take the derivative of g. So the derivative of 7 is 0. And derivative of negative x to the 1/2 is negative 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 times f is e to the x. And this one, we're just going to simplify that further. So e to the x will distribute here. We have 7 e to the x minus x to the 1/2 times e to the x. And that is minus 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 e to the x. And here there's multiple ways to simplify it, but we'll just leave it as is.